personally, I am fully vaccinated. I did decide to make that decision, but I mean, what our coaches and administration here really are relaying to us is they're trying to educate us as much as possible about all the different vaccines and everything that's the research that's going into it. But at the end of the day, they're definitely telling us that it is your decision. It is your own body. It is your own decision on whether or not you want to get the vaccine. And the NC State baseball situation was, I think, definitely gives you a different perspective of what could possibly happen. And I know a lot of players on our team were tuned in to what happened. And I mean, mostly everyone in the country knows what happened. And that's, at NC State here, that's the only thing that we're really showing everyone is the facts, or educating everyone of, look, this could potentially happen, or this could, whether you're going to get vaccinated or not, this could be the consequences or the outcomes. But like I said, at the end of the day, it's our body, it's our decision of whether or not you want to get vaccinated or not.
Devin, I know you're really excited to get back in front of fans, you're really excited to run out of that tunnel, but what's been the best thing that's going back to normalcy from an operational or behind the scenes side? What's the part that's back that you didn't know you missed as much, but not from what we can see outside as the fans?
Yeah, I would definitely say the COVID test. The things going up your nose every single morning is, I mean, it wakes you up. It'll definitely wake you up, but I'm not going to miss doing that for sure.
To be behind a center that you have that chemistry with, that's such a good leader of that whole unit.
Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. I mean, Grant does a tremendous job of, like, not only just leading the offensive line, but the entire offense. I mean, it starts with him. And I tell him that every single series, every single play, whether it's practice, I say it starts with you, because he's the first one that's going to touch the football. And for someone like him to be behind, not even just as a player, but as a person, I mean, no one on the team, I can't say a bad word about Grant Gibson, and I'm sure that will go on to the whole entire staff for his whole entire time being here. And just being able to play behind someone like that is really an honor.
Devin, in 2020, you had an efficiency mark of 148.33, only second to Philip Rivers in school history. You know, even though it's a short season, what do you do? What steps do you take to keep that efficiency?
Yeah, I mean, really it's just trusting the system and really just taking what the defense gives me. Like I said, being able to anticipate is very big in college football. Being able to understand defensive identification is very important. And I think Coach Beck does a great job of being able to get us easy completions, being able to get us into a rhythm, and eventually get those big shot plays. But I think it starts getting into rhythm, being able to understand the defense that you're approaching each week, and taking what they give you.
Absolutely. What do you think people overlook about your game?
I would just say overlook. I mean, last year I think it's pretty hard to, I guess, necessarily define the type of player that I am if I only played in 4 games before my injury. But I think what they overlook is just how much of a competitor I am no matter who we're playing. I mean, I take the same approach each week no matter who we're playing, and I think also being a leader of this team. I want everyone to think on the same level that I guess I am, and the way that I am going into a game very confident, and I mean, it's been that way ever since I've been named the starter.
And with full capacity stadiums coming back, what road atmosphere are you most looking forward to being part of?
Most road atmosphere, I'm very excited to see what Mississippi State is like. That'll be my first SEC game, so it should be exciting. Cowbells, yeah.
You're from New Jersey originally, if I'm correct? But
Yes, sir.
Being down in North Carolina, what's your cookout here?
Cookout? Usually I go with the Out West burger tray with a chicken quesadilla, chicken nuggets, and then I'll get a fruit punch, and sometimes I'll get a milkshake, like the cookies and cream milkshake. Pretty good. Pretty cheap.
So in about 3 weeks, what have you learned about building a brand?
That it's very important, and that a lot of people will be reaching. I mean, ever since this whole NIL situation has been passed, it's very important that you represent yourself in the right way. I think it's very easy for people to reach out to you through social media, but actually being able to talk to them on the phone or via Zoom or actually in person is very important, how you represent yourself as an athlete.
What would you say your personal brand is?
As far as what?
Just what do you offer a company or an organization?
Yeah, I would just say the type of person that I am, I'm very confident, a strong leader, definitely a people person. I'm a very selfless guy. I put other people before myself and make sure that everyone else is secure before I worry about my own being. Yeah, thank you.
You kind of alluded to this earlier about the baseball situation, and I'm wondering, once you get past the learning from it part, is there a part of it that feels like something is taken from you, and is there motivation that can be drawn even in another sport? You almost like fight for them, like we're just going to put our best effort out there all the time for that reason.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think it did reflect on our NC State football team that they were so close. I mean, to potentially winning the whole thing, and for that it to be taken away from them that fast, like gave us a perspective of like, wow, like they counted out the NC State baseball team. They make sure they did not count out NC State football team because they could have potentially won the whole thing, like I said. So yeah, there's definitely is factors into that. Absolutely. We know how much NC State football and just really NC State athletics in general mean to the fan base and mean to the state of North Carolina. And for us to represent it the right way is very important. And being able to show them that we're giving everything that we got on the field each